We can go on the record, Mr. Court Reporter.
You're on the record, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening. Today is June 24th, 2025. It's 7:00 p.m. My name is Jennifer Grace. I'm a public utility law judge with the Maryland Public Service Commission. We're here for a public hearing tonight in case number 9776, which is Halo NE2 LLC's application for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to construct a 3.0 megawatt solar photovoltaic generating facility in Cecil County, Maryland. We can start with appearances from the parties.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you everybody for attending this evening. My name is Colleen Collins. I'm an attorney at the law firm Gordon Feinblatt, representing the developer. I'm joined today by a representative of the developer, Mr. Michael Lassia, and the project consultant, Mr. Mike Miller from Kimley Horn. And Your Honor, at the end of introductions, Mr. Lassia has a presentation to give. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Staff, commission staff. I see Ms. Garofalo is on the call. Ms. Garofalo, you're muted if you're with us.
Good evening, Your Honor. Annette Garofalo on behalf of Commission staff, and appearing with me in this case is also Lloyd Spivak.
Thank you. Is there a representative from PPRP?
Yes, Your Honor. Robin Lee with PPRP.
Okay, thank you. So those are the parties in the matter. We don't have anyone for the public signed up, but we do have someone from Cecil County signed up to speak. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for presentations from the parties, starting with the applicant and then PPRP and then staff. And then I'll turn the matter over to Stephen O'Connor from Cecil County. So, Mr. Lassia, I made you host, so you should be able to share your screen and give your presentation.
Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you everyone for joining tonight. Let me share my screen real quick to do have the presentation. Is my screen showing the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Lassia. I'm one of the founders and owners of Halo Energy. Halo Energy is the company that is developing the Felipe Solar project in Cecil County, Maryland. The applicant's name for the project is Halo NE2 LLC. Halo NE2 is a disregarded entity that is owned by Halo Energy, which again is the parent company developing the project. Halo Energy is a renewable energy developer. Our focus is on community solar throughout the United States. Currently, we have in advanced stage development 14 projects throughout the Eastern Shore in Maryland, all in Delmarva territory. For the 14 community solar developments under the Maryland Community Solar Energy Generating Systems Program that was passed in April of 2023 by Maryland state legislators and has recently gone live. Halo Energy is in a joint venture with an entity that has a community solar portfolio of greater than $750 million of assets under management, over 100 projects totaling over 400 megawatts, either in construction or operation, and has over 25,000 subscribers. For this specific project, the details are, the address is 127 Felipe Lane. That's in Northeast Maryland, 21901. And I apologize, the project name for some reason reverted back to a different project. This project name is actually Felipe Solar. The map identifier is tax map 19, parcel 111, grid 14. This is in Cecil County. The zoning is Northern Agricultural Residential District. The landowners are John Stolfus and Rebecca Stolfus. The parcel size is approximately 81.6 acres. The project area, which is our limits of disturbance, is approximately 21.6 acres. The project type under the Cecil County zoning code is considered a power generating facility, which is allowed in Cecil County for NAR zoning. The system side is approximately 3.25 megawatts AC, and the distribution utility is Delmarva Power. This is a view of the property from the ground level. You can see in one of the slides, you can see, I think, the distribution lines, but currently it is a agricultural property. Part of it is a dairy farm on the north side, and the southern side, I believe, has crops currently. This is our conceptual plan, and I'm going to try to enlarge it because there's a lot of detail in this concept plan. So just give me a second here. Oops, sorry. No, that's not working. So I'll try to walk through this. I know it's hard to see, but I'll explain it as best as I can. Our facility right here is in the center of the property. On the north side of the property is the dairy farm. The project is going to be either fully screened with existing vegetation or landscape buffers that are going to be a combination of evergreen trees that are going to be along the fence, mixed in with deciduous trees and shrubs. Our access drive is going to come off of Joseph Biggs Memorial Highway down here to the south, and you can see it through here, coming up to the southern part of where the facility is planned to be constructed and operated. This is our screening that we're going to add in along the southeastern and southwestern borders of the facility and the property, more or less. The fence is going to be 7-foot high, chain linked around the entire perimeter of the facility. And here's is going to be our staging area for construction purposes. And again, most of the site is already screened with existing vegetation, and where it's not, we're going to be adding additional landscape buffers. The project's going to have a single axis trackers with bifacial modules, and I think that's pretty much it for the concept plan. The other part of the project that I wanted to highlight is that our design is in compliance with the Cecil County zoning code from a setback standpoint. We're 300 feet away from any dwelling, 100 feet away from the boundary lines. We're the proper distance away from any stream buffers or from any streams and any wetland buffers, which I believe are 25 feet and 110 feet respectively. And that's pretty much it for our concept plan. The details of the project, this again is going to be a 3.25 megawatt AC photovoltaic community solar generation facility. The project will be part of the Maryland Community Solar Energy Generating Systems Program. The energy generation will be allocated to community solar subscribers who are Delmarva Power customers. It'll power approximately 400 to 800 small businesses and residential homes annually. A minimum of 40% of the energy under the rules that are in place with the program of the energy generation will be reserved for subscribers that are considered low to moderate income households, and they will receive a minimum of a 10% discount, as high as a 20 to 25% discount to their electricity bills. A low income subscriber, HB 908, is having an annual household income that is at or below 200% of the federal poverty level, and a moderate income subscriber as having a gross annual household income at or below 80% of the state median income level. LMI subscribers may also be identified by using the environmental justice screening tool as being in a census tract that is overburdened or underserved community. The plant is estimated to generate approximately 6.9 million kilowatt hours per year. The panel array area, not our limits of disturbance, but the area that the panels are going to be using, is approximately 11.5 acres. Again, as discussed on the previous slide, the solar modules are going to be mounted on a single axis tracker system. The panel height will be a maximum of 15 feet. Again, there will be robust existing vegetation and forest to screen the project to the northwest and northeast, and a 50-foot landscape buffer is proposed along the southeastern and southwestern portion of the boundary, along with a minimum 7-foot high security fence surrounding the facility. The operation phase will include a third-party operations and maintenance provider that will monitor the sites remotely 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The O&M provider will be responsible for preventive and corrective maintenance. And prior to placing the project in service, we will work with the O&M contractor to purchase spare parts for the project, and we will have a reserve account to ensure purchase of replacement inverter during the course of the project's lifespan. With that, we'd be happy to answer any questions that anybody may have.
Thank you. PPRP?
Excuse me. Thank you, Your Honor, and members of the public. My name is Robin Lee. I am a power plant siting assessor with the Maryland Department of Natural Resources Power Plant Research Program, also known as PPRP. I am the project manager for the state's review of the Felipe Solar Community Solar Generating Station project, which is being discussed this evening. PPRP coordinates an independent review of the CPCN application on behalf of 7 reviewing state agencies, which include the Departments of Natural Resources, Environment, Agriculture, Transportation, Planning, Commerce, and the Maryland Energy Administration. The CPCN application for the Felipe Solar Project is currently under review. On September 12th, 2025, PPRP will file its direct testimony and a letter of recommendation by the secretaries of the Department of Natural Resources and Department of the Environment, in which they will recommend either approval or denial of the CPCN. If they recommend approval, they will also submit recommended licensing conditions supported by a project assessment report. All of these documents will be available for public review on the PSC website under case number 9776. An in-person public comment hearing will be held on September 25th, 2025 to hear additional comments from the public. PPRP has created a project summary sheet with useful information regarding the Felipe Solar Project, and it can be found on PPRP's website by searching for DNR PPRP. Then on the left side menu bar, selecting projects under review, then scroll down to Cecil County. All of the project summary sheets on the website are organized by county. Thank you.
Thank you. Commission staff?
Thank you, Your Honor. Staff is a party to this case, as is the other people you've been hearing from today. And it will file testimony that examines the proposed project from the standpoint of its consistency with the community solar statute, and the points made in testimony by the applicant and by other parties to this case. Staff's testimony will be based on filed testimony of other parties and discovery by our witness, who will be an engineer. Staff may pay more attention to the project's effect on the reliability and stability of the electric grid than do other parties in this case, with some attention to the effect of this project on your utility service. And we look forward to examining the issues that will be brought to light.
Thank you. All right, those are the parties in the case, and they've given a brief presentation on their roles. I am going to share my screen, and I am going to show where you can get more information about this case. So the Maryland Public Service Commission website is psc.state.md.us. And the key thing you need to know about this case is it's number 9776. So you can click here on Case Maryland Log Portal. It's the green box on the left. And you can type in 9776. And all of the filings that the parties have made or will make will be here for you to access. For instance, number 23 is a notice of procedural schedule, which shows that what's going to happen and when. So today is June 24th. It's the first evening public comment hearing. It shows dates for pre-filed testimony, dates for the next public comment hearing, dates for the evidentiary hearing. Now, and this can change. So it's important that you stay up to date on the commission website if you want to see the standing of the case. The original application is available in Cecil County for public inspection and copying at the Department of Land Use and Development Services, 200 Chesapeake Boulevard, Suite 2300 in Elkton, Maryland, 21921, if you want to see a paper copy. Also, we accept oral public comment and written public comment. The way to file written public comment is, again, to go on the Public Service Commission website, psc.state.md.us. And here in the middle under Tools, you can make a public comment and you can search public comments that have already been filed. All of that is available to the public. Now, the presenter from PPRP referenced their information sheet on this CPCN filing that's under review. This is the website if you want to pause the YouTube and write it down. You go further, or you can use her explanation. You go down to Cecil County, and here we are. This is the project case summary sheet prepared by PPRP that has lots of good information about the project. Okay, with that, I'll turn to Mr. O'Connor from Cecil County to see if you have any comments that you'd like to make.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you for that explanation. I don't have as formal testimony as some of the others ahead of me. I just wanted to make sure that was put on the record here. We did participate with Mr. Miller and some of the team in the pre-application process through their ERD. And on this property, we presented concerns that this property has open stormwater violations and incomplete permits that are 4 to 5 years old that are still remaining outstanding. And so we have enforcement actions on this property. As a general stance, Cecil County is not one to grant new projects to go on until, the old stuff has been resolved, unless it is to resolve the old stuff. Or open violation. So that was in our letter. We sent it over to Mr. Miller. We had thought that maybe they'd have a chance to work with the property owner, get some of these resolved, and then we would get another chance to have a more favorable letter for Mr. Miller, understanding that that solar is a option that is very popular, while there is a particular sensitivity to it. I think we've had great success so far with solar applications so far, where they try to meet most of our zoning requirements or negotiate them through. So there's only maybe 1 or 2 small deviations on these PSC items. But this one was of particular concern because, again, we have open stormwater violations and open building permits that have not received final inspection or closeout. And a small administrative matter, the Office of Land Use is no longer at Suite 2300. You could just do 200 Chesapeake Boulevard, where we moved downstairs. But either way, if someone comes in the building, they'll be able to find the files there in my office. But I think that's really, we just wanted to make sure that was on the record, that was in our letter. And we do hope that maybe the property owner does resolve these violations before we get to any sort of final conclusion or final hearing, and that we can close this out and go forward from that standpoint. So thank you for this opportunity to talk, and thank you for your flexibility in having us be heard tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. O'Connor. Does anyone else from the parties have any other business that we need to take care of for the public hearing? Okay, with that, we're gonna go ahead.
Sorry, I was just replying, no, Your Honor.
Okay, with that, we're gonna close the meeting. There is another public hearing that's gonna be heard in Cecil County in September. And we hope to hear more from the residents at that time. And we always take written public comment either mailed to the Public Service Commission or filed on our website. We look forward to hearing from the public. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time tonight, and we can go off the record, Mr. Court Reporter.
You're off the
Thank you, Your
record,
Honor.
Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.